It's the NFL on Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Back at the 34-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Try and run for it with Penny. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches. They're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
To Rashad Penny.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there. A big one. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Try to punch it in, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive lineman and themselves sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Bears nothing.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Foles going to lead the Bears to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 24. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now Foles. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there. For first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Seahawks 7, Bears nothing.
Now for 3rd down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. On 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run the option. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an inch. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Foles looking for the end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd and 12, Wilson, he'll buy some time right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Foles on the handoff. Here's Cohen. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
At the 22-yard line.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
David Montgomery.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
And that'll make it 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
A 36-yard attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
And 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen.
Well, it certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Montgomery. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side, learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board. Well done.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
20-yard line.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
6-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Ball carrier.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Montgomery. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Patterson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, Big series right here. We got to step.
Foles on the give to Montgomery. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
7-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down, Foles. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation, very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot game there for a 1st down.
2 yards on the pickup.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth.
8 yards to go on second down.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They try again with Cohen, and he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
A 26-yard attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good.
Makes the score.
And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 22.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was taken down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the run, it's Penny. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. First down, Montgomery.
Number 32.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Ball carrier.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Foles. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you're talking about going the long field.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They run. Montgomery. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Montgomery on the handle.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a run with Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Bears are going to be set up with a first 1-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was major, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? Before I went live, ain't no way